Hello crafty friends, today I'm sharing a layout created with the September main kit, embellishment kit, cardstock kit, color kit and the nested star metal dies. So here I'm just showing you my starting point. I wanted to use the pattern paper with the random alpha wreath, and as I was creating a back to school layout, I wanted to use some specifically school themed embellishment pieces, so I decided to use the largest dies from the nested die set, and once I cut the shapes out of colored cardstock, I used a star shaped stamp to stamp on it using my Misty pad. Obviously I wasn't able to use my magnetic pieces to hold down the cardstock, so I just used a tiny bit of adhesive tape to glue them to the platform. And I just love the overall effect of the stamp and the die, and I love how crisp and clear those stamped images came out. So back to the pattern paper. I cut my pattern paper down first to A4 size, and then I took about 1/4 of an inch away from 3 sides, and I cut one of the blue cardstocks to exactly A4 size, and then I cut a semicircle out from both pieces. The circle I cut out from the pattern paper is about 1/4 of an inch larger than the one cut out from the cardstock, so it just gives that bit of an edge around the circle shape as well. Next, I decided to create a mixed media background in the missing semicircle. And to do this, first I very faintly marked the area on untreated white cardstock. And then I did some experimenting with the ink powder from the color kit. And I wanted to create a mottled effect by spraying the cardstock with water first and then just sort of gently shaking the ink powder onto the cardstock. And for the first try, I think I added too much water. The ink powder was reacting with the water in some of the areas but not in the other areas, so I just ended up adding more water and then more ink powder until it just kind of became a hot mess. So I tried to soak up some of the water but obviously took the ink, so I just put this one aside. I made a start again. I gave it another go. I tried to use less water, but it was difficult, so I decided to let this cardstock dry without soaking any of the water up, and we did the color. And then I gave it another go, and this time I tried to use the cling film technique, and that just created a big mess. This just completely blended the ink with the water, and yeah, just completely took the mottled effect away. So next I went for a pre-treated cardstock, and I loved how the overall effect came out in the end. Yes, at places the ink still bled a little bit where there was too much water, but all in all it kept that mottled effect much better. So with this ink powder, I would definitely recommend either gessoing your paper or using pre-treated mixed media cardstock. So here you can see how the different variations came out for the mixed media background, and I absolutely love how the overall effect is on the mixed media cardstock. Once the background layers were completed, I went on to make a start on the rest of the layout, and here you can just see how absolutely beautiful those stamped die cut stars came out. I just really like the bit of extra the embroidery gives to it. So looking at it retrospectively, I could have added the 3 large stars around the photo and then gone on to the rest of the embellishments, but for better or worse, I decided to add some smaller die cut stars. I just wanted to create a starburst effect around the photo, but then this meant that the page became quite busy. So I had to be careful about adding any further embellishment pieces. So I went for small embellishment pieces and I created 3 small embellishment clusters around the photo. So here are some close-ups of my completed layout. I hope you find my process video inspiring. Be sure to keep checking back to our YouTube channel as we post daily, and you can also check out our friendly Facebook group for further inspiration. And if you decide to subscribe to our monthly kits, you receive a saving on the main kit, further discount on every additional kit, and you get free access to all of our cut files. Happy scrapping, bye now!